So we were in the Historism, it is called, this Ritterpark in Zurich, at this place where I slept for ages on the veranda, and there is this stupid microwave link passing, and also at my silver lime tree. And I was about telling you, oh well, it's not my silver lime tree because this is the alley going up. So when I sit here, I'm kind of close to another microwave link. Well, so when I go to the toilet down here, yeah, I'm kind of pissing beside one of those. But the thing is, Zurich has such a lot of mobile phone antennas and radio antennas and TV antennas and these microwave links. It's nearly impossible to avoid them. So where did I live before going to Zurich? Well, we'll go there together. So when you've seen the Lake Zurich right up here, there is another lake down here, and I was passing this one, and I was living here in the biggest district of Switzerland. And I need the places so that I can find it easier. So I was living here near this city in the middle kind of the picture now. It's like the furthest south you can go by train, because after that it's just street going towards San Bernardino in the middle of the picture now, or even more south then, which would be Tessin. So in the east of Switzerland, the farthest south you could go by train, and then it would just go more east, the train, like go all around here and back to this city here. So the farthest down here, I went by train to here, up here, and then I could walk home, you know, because I was living here. And as you can see, there is an antenna here and here. But because I lived here, it was still kind of nearly a kilometer away from me. Because a kilometer here, 1,000 meters, would be about, yeah, well, if I stay like this, well, it doesn't matter, there is a measuring tool. You know, that's how I do it. I would open the menu, and then I would go to draw and measure map, and then I would choose the measure thing, and I was living here. There is a ruin, and the nearest one would be this one. So I was living a kilometer and 100 meters away from the next antenna, or we could also say 100 kilometers and 330 meters from the next, or whatever, you know. It wasn't that I was living 300 meters away from the next, but there were microwave links and this and that. So where did I live even before that? I have to delete the microwave measurement stuff. So before living here, I lived, it was a very short travel from where I went to where I was. I was living here, I was going to, can you see the hand? And if I go up with the hand here, over this mountain to this village it is, here I lived. So because this is a mountain closed during winter, I couldn't travel like this when I moved. I had to go all up the valley down to this city here, and then I could go down to this bigger city here where there is in the middle my hand, and then again here to where I had to go to here. So the most south village of the most east canton district in Switzerland, I lived here. So the next antenna was 3.5 kilometers away, one of them, and the other one was 2 kilometers and 700 meters away. So twice, almost 3 kilometers. That was cool. Why did I go from, well, move away from here? The people were kind of stupid, and I always had to take a bus because it was a valley. There was nowhere to go further here south. I always had to go back to this city here. So before I moved to here, where did I live then? I'll show you. There is places without a mobile phone antenna. So before that one, I was living also in a eastern district of Switzerland, but kind of close to this mountain here, Santis. People always say, if you are close to the Santis, there is a lot of stuff coming. But yeah, I would love to live somewhere here in the mountain area where there is no antennas at all. So I lived close to this city here, up here. I had to go by train here, Wimpia. So here I was living in a house again for myself. It was. You can tell it's a nice place. You can go by bicycle up here to this mountain, all here up on the left where I am right now, or you could go all around here, like go around this mountain and then again be at a nice place at this river here. So the place here where I was living was close to this antenna up here. There weren't any other ones. So if I had to go to the government buildings, I would have to take my bike and go up this hill to this place in the middle of the picture right now. So if I wanted to have some leisure time, I took the bike to this mountain top here. So I was living down here. So now we're gonna measure again. How far? That's the river here. I had this house here. This one. So I need to go from here. Oops, measurement tool, come on. This house up here. So I was 1 kilometers and 650 meters away from the next mobile phone antenna. That's good. So before I moved in here, I lived in Zurich, where there are a lot of antennas. And I lived like at 23 different places in Zurich. One of them I don't consider a place I lived at, but yeah, I showed you the place in the woods where I stayed, and there you have no antenna. So before that, I lived here in the farmost, like eastern city. "13 kilometers away from this real nice lake." But when I was a kid growing up here and in the landscape, just one village away from where I just showed you that I have lived as a grown-up, we never went to the lake when I grew up here. So also this city here has a lot of antennas, you can tell. You know, this is the city center, and it's just like Zurich, lots of antennas. It really, like when I go and see where I lived, well, these lakes, little lakes here, people go swimming during summertime. So there is a little cable car here, and it has an antenna at the starting and end point. But then here, there is no antenna up here. That's a good thing. You can look down to the city here. So, where I lived once was, well, for example, here beside the school I went to do arts. At this road here, there is one antenna here at the school. Yeah, I lived here where there is this little lake here with the doves, like really little. So there is an antenna like 100 meters away. No good. And also when we went here, there is a restaurant here, and walking in the kindergarten, no antenna. That's a good thing. So, yeah. But like with my parents, we used to live in the middle of the city, like here, where there is the train station, and also a little bit upward here, somewhere. Like a little bit away from the monastery and everything. And there also are antennas, right? So I think we lived somewhere here. Yeah. So there is even one at the monastery. No good. Well, not at the big one. At some kind of a foreign monastery, they call it. These two towers are the church towers. Yeah, but you can see there is no... When you go on Google Map, you cannot walk there. Well, bye-bye.